Hi, welcome to Hooker Journey. I'm Gill.
I'm Yannick.
And in today's video, we're going to talk to you all about how we learn European Portuguese. Stay with us.
Thank you for all the support and all the messages, all the private messages and all the comments that we have received on the first few videos that we've put out.
Thank you. We really do appreciate how much everyone has engaged with this video, and we've been definitely shown a lot of love. Keep it coming, keep giving us your feedback and giving us ideas and suggestions for things that you want to see. We're here for it.
On our first just 2 videos, we have had more than 50 people and almost 1,000 views on less than a week.
Yay!
So in this video, we will cover a number of ways that we are learning Portuguese, and what is important is that you are truly trying to find the way that you are most comfortable with.
Definitely, it's not the easiest language in the world. I think you're better at languages than I am.
Well, that's because I already speak Danish. Portuguese
Which is also very hard, so I feel like I'm really being punished here. Having to learn Danish and Portuguese, it's hard.
One thing that we've been asked many times, even before we started thinking about making a YouTube channel, and one thing that I see in the different Facebook groups with expats here in Portugal, is that it's a struggle of learning Portuguese, finding ways to learn it, how to do it under COVID when all the normal methods of classes doesn't function as well as they used to. So what we're trying to cover here is a number of methods that we have survived under COVID trying to learn a bit of Portuguese.
One of the challenges we found is that a lot of materials out there are very much focused on Brazilian Portuguese rather than European Portuguese. So let us share with you the top ways that we go about learning European Portuguese. So at number 1, YouTube. Our favourite YouTuber for European Portuguese is a lady by the name of Mia Esmerich, and she is originally from Porto. She's been teaching Portuguese for the last 10 years. She's got a variety of videos ranging from how to pronounce words to teaching us about Portuguese culture to learning the sounds of Portuguese words, which she says is the foundation to learning the language. She also has her own course, and I signed up to a free course she's got, which is a crash course in Portuguese, where she teaches all about pronunciation, gender, articles, all of the things that you'll find really interesting. She's got great exercises and it's really engaging content. She also has a variety of other paid courses, which are not particularly expensive, and I think they're great value for money. Definitely check her out.
So when I am learning, I am completely impatient. I don't like it. I don't like anything that takes more than a few minutes. So I went on Udemy to find tip number 2. So what my preferred way of learning Portuguese is the 3-minute Portuguese course, where all the lessons is only 3 minutes at a time. So that means that you got a new success after just 3 minutes. Something that fits my personality, perfect.
Brilliant.
If we just have a quick look through here, the Udemy page here. The 3-minute Portuguese course is in 3 different levels. So it's starting from the poor beginners and then working your way upwards, and have a good amount of stuff in them. So there's only 3.5 hour worth of content in the first module that I'm on now, just to admit it. But in 3-minute pieces, you're covering quite a bit of the elementary of how to survive with the Portuguese language.
That's definitely your thing.
It is. It fits me.
Tip number 3, the Prepley app. Now I'm going to show you exactly what the Prepley app is. It's a brilliant platform that you can learn European Portuguese. You can choose a teacher that suits you, and it's for all budgets and all levels of Portuguese. Let's take a look.
So here is our actual Prepley account. When you create an account with Prepley, it will immediately take you to the Find Tutors page. So here you've got this bar at the top, and you've got I want to learn. So here, of course, you're going to select Portuguese. The next one is price per hour. So you've got this slider where you can select the price per hour that you're comfortable with. The next box is where your tutor is from. Now, me personally, I want to select a Portuguese native speaker. And that for me is important, particularly when wanting to learn specifically European Portuguese. I can be sure that I've got someone who has a native tongue. So I selected, let's get that, Portugal. There we go. And here you can select when you're available and choose a time when is best for you. So here you can see that there are 33 tutors available. So here at the top, 33 tutors available that meet my criteria that I've just set. And you can scroll down and take a look at their profiles. So here, if I just take Suze G at the top and select to read more, here it tells me all about her. So she's native Portuguese. She speaks English to C1 level, French and Chinese. You can even book a trial lesson. You can see that she's also got some reviews up here, and you can read through that. It tells you a bit more about her. And what I love is that you can actually watch a video to find out more about her. So you'd press the play button, and you've got an online presentation of Suze. So there she is. And here you can see her availability. It's all here. You can book your trial lesson, send her a message, read the reviews. So it's all very comprehensive. You can see here her education, her work experience. So it's her resume. So it's really very, very good. Lots of information here. So what I would suggest is just going through and watching as many videos of different tutors, seeing who you like the energy of, and book a few trial lessons. I booked 2 trial lessons before I found the tutor that was most suitable for me. My 6-year-old also has his own tutor, and I chose someone for him who had the right energy and who had experience in teaching children, and he loves it. We love it. And the great thing about Prepley is it has excellent customer service.
So what you have seen here is that you literally, regardless of what your need is in the journey of learning Portuguese, because there's an instructor, everything is possible with that instructor. And if you are trying to maybe take a few hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, or what suits you, and it doesn't work for you anymore, you can always pick another instructor. So feel free to just use it as your tool of getting better. And this is giving you a unique circumstance that we wouldn't have prior to COVID. We wouldn't have thought about it. But because we have COVID and we can do it from our home, please take advantage of this option. Tip number 4. So what we have chosen, because we really want to integrate, for us, Portugal is not something we just do for a year or two. For us, we are more invested into learning Portuguese, being a part of the culture, and really integrate well. So what we have done, completely on purpose, is that we have found an area where we literally don't know where the nearest foreigner is. So we are in a very Portuguese area where all our neighbors that I can think of is Portuguese, and many do speak some English, but what you hear in supermarkets and around you in the areas is just Portuguese. So you get the maximum exposure to the language, and your ears really get to have a chance to practice the listening to the language. I think that's a very powerful thing to do if you want the speed of learning the language.
Yeah, it's basically forced learning. We
Absolutely.
have no choice. If we want to get what we need, we have no choice but to try out our newfound Portuguese skills. So it's definitely outside of the comfort zone, but it's a good one, a good tip. So tip number 5 is the Portuguese government website. So let's take a look at that. Here is the Portuguese government online platform for learning Portuguese. So here on the top bar, you can select English, and I'm going to log in. So here is an overview of all the modules that are covered in the course. So it's quite extensive: food and drink, introducing yourself, entertainment, and the list goes on.
Tip number 6. So, what we believe in when you need to learn a new language is that you need exposure to the language, both in written form and in verbal form. So what my wife is doing is that she's forcing me every time that she wants to watch something with me on Netflix, for example. She will force me to go in and put maybe the spoken language in English and then having Portuguese subtitles. And sometimes the other way around. So sometimes you will have Portuguese language and then English subtitles. So in that way you mix and match. That it's something entertaining and something fun, but you in that way you get to see more words. You get to add more words to your brain, so you are able to understand the new language at speed. So I definitely think that is a good advice on just how to keep building your confidence and that you know more of the language than you believe you do.
Yes, totally. And I make sure that we find things that we have watched before, and in that way we kind of know the storyline, but we're just learning the new vocabulary. And one of my favourites is a Danish show called Born. I absolutely love it. I think I've seen it about 4 times, but the last time we watched it, it was with it was actually in Danish with Portuguese subtitles. So it was a bit of a struggle for me, but
double torture for you.
Torture for me.
You have to stress your brain with 2 new languages.
But yeah, good fun and definitely something we'd recommend.
Tip number 7.
You sound like a bingo caller.
I am.
I found a great app for European Portuguese. It's called Memrise, and you've got a free and a paid version, and we'll show the prices so you know what kinds of options you have. But essentially, it's got a good range of ways in which you can learn the language. A lot of it is repetition, so you get to hear words spoken and figure out what they mean. You get to you get some written practice, you get some reading practice, and you also, which is quite unique about the app, you get to see native Portuguese people speaking the language, and they're from all different parts of Portugal. So you get the different dialects and you get to figure out what they're saying, and it's quite tricky, but it's a really good way of testing your knowledge and building up your vocabulary. So check that out. Right, so is this 8 or 7?
Well, this is tip number 8.
Okay.
Tip number 8.
I can't. Why'd you have to say it like that?
Because it's bingo.
So for tip number 8, it's this. And this is a Portuguese grammar book, because I, unlike you, need structure for learning a new language. So I can't just wing it. I actually need to follow some structure in a book. So what I find is great about this book is that I can go through at my own pace and do some exercises each day, and I'm learning new ways of putting sentences together, learning grammar and lots more vocabulary and syntax and prepositions and lots of grammar rules, and I love it. And actually I love it so much that I got carried away and I went and did 6 chapters, and my Portuguese teacher from Prepley actually told me off, and she said, "You've done 6 chapters and you still can't speak yet." So she's forced me to stop using the book, but it's a great tool just to give yourself some discipline and some structure around your learning. And I try to do a little bit every day, try to do at least 1 or 2 hours each day, and I can really feel the progress. So definitely check it out. It's in the description box.
And what that probably does for you is also that it will bridge some gaps. So what you see here with all these different tips is not that you are trying to just choose one of these methods, it's that you do a combination of what suits you the best. I like short increments training with quick results. She likes to go deep and do it properly. So for each of us, no matter our personality or learning style, there's always something that suits us, which is what we've been trying to cover here. Let's go straight to our tips.
So we want to share the tips that have worked for us. So the first thing is get out of Lisbon, please.
Well, generally, just get out of areas that are where there's a lot of expats.
Yeah.
For example, we live in an area where there's not many expats. We have our co-working space where we're probably the only expats. Just to make sure that whenever our ears are available, we listen to Portuguese.
And the other thing is that Portuguese people generally appreciate getting the opportunity to practice their English also. So it's definitely a mutually beneficial arrangement for you to get out to the smaller towns and speak to people, even in coffee shops or bakeries. You know, we love a good coffee here and a good pastel de nata. So sit down with that and get talking to people.
And what you will really see is that the Portuguese people enjoy to improve themselves. Compared to so many other countries, including Denmark, they really enjoy to improve their English skills. Here, they get all excited about it, and they can then help you a bit with your Portuguese, and you in that way exchange your capabilities, if you would say so.
Yeah. The other tip is to listen to as much Portuguese radio, watch the TV, watch the news, listen, put your subtitles on, and really try and figure out what's been said. And this way you'll notice that after some time, you actually understand more than you realise. And that definitely has given me a sense of confidence when it comes to speaking the language. So yeah, definitely do that. Another tip is to learn as many of the verbs as possible. So things like to be, to go, to have, all of those things, and learn all the conjugations. In that way, you'll be able to start putting together sentences. And the other day I went into a supermarket and actually practiced by ordering some fish. Now, I have no idea what fish I ordered, but I just wanted to tell the lady that I wanted fish done in a certain way, and actually I got what I asked for. So I wanted fish escalado, and I got it that way, and I was very happy. So just get out there and practice as much as you can, and speak to as many people and make as many friends as possible, and practice.
We hope these tips help you on your journey. Learning a language is no quickie. Literally, don't expect miracles, but keep investing.
Yes.
You're learning a language as an investment in your life. Not many of us have like 1 million languages that we are able to speak. So remember, get started, find the way that you find most fun till you continue, and just keep exposing yourself to more and more and more. And at some point you will feel very confident, and the switch will be there, and you will be very confident speaking Portuguese.
Good luck. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
See you in the next one.
Don't forget to subscribe. Now.